Well, the Blackhawks, believe it or not, are playoff bound. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman announced that the regular season is over. They are going to return to play with a unique 24-team playoff format. Normally 16 teams are in, and of course, there will be no fans at these games. Now, if you're wondering how the Blackhawks got in, well, they were last in their division, but they were 12th in the Western Conference. So that's how they got in, and they will face Edmonton in a best-of-5 series. Players start to return to skate in small groups in early June, with training camp not starting any earlier than July 1st. No exact date, though, when the games would actually begin, but likely in late summer and could even go into the fall. All games will be held in 2 hub cities to be determined later, but Chicago is one of the 10 cities in consideration. I spoke with Mark Lazerus, senior writer for The Athletic, about how crazy this playoff format will be.
Do you think it'll be like the Wild Wild West with this kind of layoff? I mean, if a team gets hot, who knows? I mean, we don't really know what to expect when teams come back.
There's so many reasons for chaos. I mean, if you ever watch hockey in October, it's not very good. The scores are like 6-5, 6-4. Nobody can play defense. Nobody can skate. So offense kind of takes over for those first couple of months of the season until everyone gets in the groove. And it's going to be like that again. They're going to have a couple of weeks of training camp, but most of these guys haven't been skating. And if you're in the NBA, you might have a half court in your house. These guys don't have hockey rinks in their houses. They haven't been skating. Blackhawks are not as good a team as the Edmonton Oilers. They're not even close. But they've got 3 Conn Smythe winners and a 2-time Stanley Cup winning goalie. And it's a short series at a neutral site against a team they dominated most of the time this year. So why the hell not, right? And it's important to note that this is still all hypothetical. I mean, we're talking months away from this. You know, it wouldn't happen until mid to late July at the earliest. We're probably looking at an August, September. And that's if everything goes well. And that's if they can find hub cities that can accommodate all the people and that we don't have a second wave because, you know, everyone's opening up right now. We don't know what it's going to look like in 2 weeks from now.
Are you surprised Chicago's on the hub city list?
I was surprised by that. But from what I understand, and I'm not an expert in this field, but we have the tests. We also have a lot of the cases, but we have a lot of tests, which makes us, you know, maybe better equipped to handle like if 3 to 4 weeks from now, when they're going to make a decision on these hub cities, if the curve has been flattened and the numbers are going down, then maybe Chicago, because we got the ice, we've got a state-of-the-art facility that can handle this with lots of locker rooms. You've got for the practice facility right next door, you've got lots of hotels. If Chicago's looking better health-wise, then it's an appealing option. I still think it's going to wind up being Las Vegas and probably a Canadian city. I know Vancouver's involved, Edmonton's involved. There's lots of cities that are making a push for this. But Chicago is an interesting choice because right now it looks like a terrible idea. But again, who knows what it'll look like in 3 or 4 weeks.